am streaming.
Then I...
The Great Gravel War has no end, no beginning. It has always been.
It is eternal.
There are no winners and losers in the
Oh
Great
my
Gravel
gosh,
War.
why? Go away, Gravel. Go away!
Your only hope is to survive.
I just got sidetracked by YouTube advertising Lucas the Spider, all 24 episodes.
What is Lucas the Spider?
It looks like some animation that looks... I'm not clicking this link, YouTube. I am busy. I have things to do.
You got stuff.
Got some
Oh my
crap to
god,
look
those
at.
eyes, though.
For Lucas the Spider?
The little eyes are so cute.
Oh
Spiders
my
are
god,
terrifying.
Ravine. Lucas the Spider is kind of cute, I think.
You've seen it?
I think I've seen the shorts.
Yeah. This is pretty good animation. Anyway, I am being sidetracked.
Indeed.
I think I
What
got to
started?
the stream before you did, Nas.
Yeah, I know that hardly ever. That is not. We are not Dynamo Gaming, and I'm not
No.
giving you free press.
I mean, you just said it on stream. Are we gonna have to like re-edit this and bleep their name?
I
Yep.
mean, who's
We just
who's
start from the
watching?
beginning. We haven't done our intro yet.
That's
Who
true.
is watching?
I can put our little name stinger in front of this.
Boop, 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 boop. All right, I'm about to listen to us. Keep talking, you two.
I have found many a wooden segments to chop down, but I have not found any tracks. Did we already dig those out, or were they not present?
As far as I remember, the mine cart tracks
here's
were
a few.
like hardly present at all in there.
Okay, well, I found just a few just now.
I just broke
As I
my
was
shins.
asking that question.
All right, you guys sound great. Arcadius, your enunciation would make the strictest of vocal coaches weep with pleasure.
Why, thank you, Madam Empires.
I need to change my pants.
For reasons.
Are we good to go?
We're good to go. I'm giving you the okay.
Alrighty, we're doing a quick little impromptu podcast because State of Play for August 6th was today, and boy, were those leaks wrong. I kind of saw it coming to begin with, but, you know, there was always that little hope in the back of your brain that leads you to buy things like Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, but I digress.
Yes.
I'm joined by Arcadius, Zero, and
Present.
Vast Empires.
Here.
And we're here to lay out our honest and true reactions to this presentation that we bore witness to which we bore witness today. And,
On this day of the 6th of August.
Yes. 2020. The year of our
And-
hell.
The year of our hell.
That
And
was
just
good.
in case we forget, or that you forget and you're just finding us for the first time, combined, our power is Durnami Gaming.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what we call ourselves.
It's who we are. It's
All
what we
day,
do.
every day.
But mostly on Tuesdays or Saturdays when we do podcasts. Anyway, State of Play. Vast, you got a list for us, or are we going off the cuff?
Y'all can cuff it, but the PlayStation blog kindly provided this list for us.
Oh, well.
How nice of them.
And if you want to go in order, we can start with Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time.
Boy, that's a game that I won't be able to play.
Yeah, I like the way it looks, and having seen and played some of the original one, I appreciate their efforts of revitalizing it into the modern era of graphics and sort of mechanics, but I am not coordinated or patient enough to play those kinds of games. So I am going to have to say no, but I'll watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked really cool. I have I don't believe I have ever played a Crash Bandicoot game. Um, I know I have seen it played probably by family members, cousins, or maybe even brothers and the like. Um, but I was really impressed with like the new art style that they've put together. The levels that they showed looked really cool. I too had to nope out when they did the perspective shift on the jumping because the second you asked me to jump forward, um, with the camera facing, like the camera
A different
had,
way.
yeah, going dead on you, I'm going to fall at least twice. At least twice. It's just the way it is. It's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
Only
Um,
twice.
well, I mean, I'm not bad at platformers. I
She's
still
much
play
more
them.
coordinated than we are.
I think I am
Arcadius.
much worse at platformers.
But who knows? Maybe we'll do a challenge and I'll buy and we'll try it out. If there's a way to 3-screen, that would be an awesome way to play this game with people.
I
Anyway,
will support you morally in this endeavor.
If you unplugged or disconnected my PlayStation 4 controller and handed me an unplugged GameCube controller, I would do just as well playing Crash Bandicoot 4.
you would probably do well. It depends on the size of your thumb. I was about to say you would probably do better because the GameCube controller honestly was really
I love the GameCube
good.
controller.
The GameCube controller was really good. The button placement, as odd as it
Fantastic.
seemed, was fantastic. And I kind of hate that we haven't seen that come back at all, except for when I bought the GameCube controller for the Switch. But I'm digressing. Some of the other things that I liked with Crash Bandicoot 4. They teased that you can play additional characters. It's not just Crash, which I thought was kind of cool. It really made me miss Sly Cooper, though. Like, out of all of the like PlayStation mascot platformer games, Ratchet and Clank is like edged out very, very slightly by Sly Cooper. I really just liked,
Man,
very slightly.
them
But
fighting
like
words.
I mean, it's just so much fun though. And it was the first, like, to me, that was the first one where you actually got to play with your entire team, and there's Carmelita Fox, and you got to play through time and meet your ancestors on the last one. It was just a fun game. They also said there were earnable skins in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Earnable, not
They're-
microtransaction bot. Straight OG from the source. You gotta get good
Mhm.
skins.
That's the
And
way
then
you do
the-
it, man.
I am appreciative of this.
Yes.
I
Immensely
really am
appreciative.
too. Keep it going. Like,
Oh,
I support
man.
them on that
Do
alone.
not stop. Please begin the trend anew. Hey, this one actually had to be earned. I couldn't buy this. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's really freaking amazing. And then you just keep
Bring
going.
back those conversations of, oh, that guy has insert skin here. Oh, that's so cool.
Halo 3 samurai armor. If you
Ugh.
earned it, you earned it. You were a god.
And then the last thing that I really liked, which I thought was really clever, was the inverted mode,
Yeah.
where once you
Trippy.
yeah, it was very trippy. But once you complete the mode, they what is the team's name? Toys for Bob's collaborated with another studio to create like different game styles or different styles for the maps and levels.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was really cool from a replay factor. Like, you're not just playing the same maps over and over again. They're giving you opportunities to like explore it differently, or like have different like effects. Like, there's an underwater version, so there's different effects that'll like change your timing and your jumping, and it actually makes you want to try and replay it again. Which, again, I say is really clever. I hadn't seen something like this before. I'm not saying it hasn't been done before, but I haven't seen it. So
Yeah. Did you hear when they were talking about that like grainy hand crank version of the game that you could play?
oh yeah, where the timing was quicker.
The speed changes just
Oh
like
my
hand
gosh.
crank footage.
That's cool.
God, murderize me, dude. I didn't have a hope of playing that game before, but now you're gonna alter the like time on it? No way.
Yeah. Really screw with you.
But it's really cool. I imagine that they're doing this because of the incredible success of the Insane trilogy. And Toys for Bob does it well. They redid the Spyro games and also Bandicoot, I believe. And they're continuing the legacy. I like to see that.
So I'm rooting for them. Not sure if I'm going to be buying in just yet. They do have a pre-order for Crash and Coco with swanky 90s duds. So maybe.
Earnables.
Mm-hmm. We shall see. Anything else, guys?
I don't believe so. Let's move on.
Yep.
All right. What do you want to talk about next?
Well, what's next on the list?
I'm glad that you asked. It is Hitman 3 VR.
Not interested in the slightest.
Not me either, honestly.
Yeah. I've never played
not
a
appeal to
Hitman
me.
game, and I think VR is still firmly in the realm of gimmick. So, like, you gotta step it up.
Quality ain't there yet.
Yeah.
And they're working it, but quality ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving them a kudos to bringing more things to the platform instead of like letting it linger and languish the way that I feel like, and I'm just saying feel because I haven't been following it, but I feel like the Oculus.
Mhm.
Is that the one?
That's
Is
the
that
one
the
from
thing?
Steam.
Yeah,
No.
like I feel like
It's
that's
that was Oculus was the company that was bought by Facebook. Steam
Yeah, that's the Facebook one.
has a different version.
Well, whichever. I'm sure there are games being made and pushed on those platforms, but I'm just not hearing about them because I'm not in their ecosystem. Fuck Facebook, right?
Yes.
But I'm just glad that there are more things being pushed to the medium so that it can progress, and hopefully we will one day get to a point where I want to play the games that are there.
Yeah. I'm really just holding out for the time where I could just plug my brain in.
That too.
That's really kind of what I want out of this. So, like, get a hold of me when that happens. But until then, I'm gonna pass.
Give me a buzz when that when we're talking
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I haven't been sword arted yet. Nope.
Yeah, gonna have to wait on that one.
Yep.
All right, next was honestly about to be the game the game of the state of play, if only for our Arcadius's comments alone. And we will eventually get to the point where we're doing these live with the video so you can hear this dazzling commentary. But Puzzle Platforming Classic Braid Anniversary Edition.
Yes. Yes.
First of all, I never knew what Braid was, but I did know that what I saw was corporate Mario.
Yeah.
It
Business
was awesome.
formal Mario.
Yep.
It's me back with the spreadsheets.
Oh my goodness, who's the took my briefcase?
But you could tell that they put a lot of effort into this anniversary edition / remaster. It looked good. You know, it looked more up to date and the graphics looked modern. I was really interested in how they talked about the
special version that talked about how they made the game.
Yeah.
yes, thank
It's
you.
like
The commentary edition. That's what
commentary.
I was-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rarity. You don't really hear about or see those, so I'm kind of glad they did that. I would almost want to watch the online segments just for that stuff to see how they made it. I could care less about whether or not you get to your meeting on time or not, but the how they made the game would still be intriguing to me.
Q3 earnings were down.
I just
Have I run that joke into the ground yet?
no, not at all. I still find it funny. I still find it funny.
All right. Well, as long as people are still laughing.
Next on this list is a game that I'm about to use what little influence I have to push forward for us to play. Genshin Impact.
I'll play it. But only, I mean, purely from the opening of Anime Girl Butt, I'm down. I'm ready to play that thing,
You have
man.
my attention.
Well, it's coming this fall. The graphics look
funny.
great. Um, the active combat system is what I'm always looking for in a JRPG nowadays. I still enjoy turn-based from time to time, but I've been on the active combat train since I played Star Ocean 2. Or no, actually before that, when I first played Secret of Mana. And I was like, how could we ever go back to turn-based? You know, and this was like, what, 93? I didn't even know what turn-based combat really was. I just knew that I liked this.
Yeah. This thing, give me
This
more.
thing. But, yeah, it looks great. And I want to play this with you guys.
I'm down to play it. When did they say it was coming out? Later this year? September?
They said fall.
Fall?
So hopefully
Okay.
September.
We need more multiplayer stuff, so
Yeah, we
I'm
really
okay
do.
to play.
Hey, what about Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
But the more you mention it, the more I am thinking about playing it, but only because we are multiplayer starved right now.
Yes. And I honestly think we'd have fun playing it. Okay, yes, you heard that Durnami crew. If you're out there in the wave somewhere of finding this, I have agreement
Oh my
on
gosh.
Crystal Chronicles.
Don't,
All right,
don't push it, please.
on the next on the list is a game that had a lot of style and no real substance to me. Aeon Must Die.
Yeah, it's two-dimensional, so I'm not
yeah.
playing.
Combo fighters of 2D I am probably like that's right in the realm of Crash Bandicoot of where I am just woefully awful at. I've got
Yeah.
friends of mine that are amazing at them, and I am not one of those people.
Well, see, I'm actually really interested in this because I do like beat 'em ups, and this is a beat 'em up game. The only thing that's disappointing about it to me is that there's no co-op beat 'em ups. For years now, I had been craving like a co-op beat 'em up game, and then Marvel Alliance came out for Switch, and I really enjoyed playing that. Spoiled to the point where, as cool as the new Marvel's Avenger game looks, I'm still like, but you know, this other game had all of this huge character roster too.
Yeah.
And then also Streets of Rage 4 came out, which was a lot of fun. The only thing I was disappointed about with that, it was only 2 players. And it's like, I feel like there hasn't been a 4-player beat 'em up that I have enjoyed to play, or have been able to play, since like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the SNES, or maybe Golden Axe.
We're reaching back there. What is Golden Axe?
You never played? Well, you're young.
I too know not of this golden.
Yeah,
axe.
what is
You
this?
don't know Golden Axe? Golden Axe was
No.
oh gosh, when did it come? It came out in like the late 80s. It was on the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
It was a beat 'em up.
Yeah,
never
I
played
was
it.
I
I
was
didn't have a Sega
negative dead
Genesis.
at that point in time.
Yeah, I think Arcadis, you may have just been born.
Maybe. That is a possibility.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are more since then. But those were the only ones that I actually remember playing. Don't die.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
But if you get the opportunity, if you haven't watched the trailer for Aeon Must Die, I recommend it. It just looks really cool.
It does
did
look
look
sharp.
I would watch this anime. You know,
Yeah,
I would watch this
absolutely.
OVA.
It looks like a Studio Trigger property, honestly. And what better studio to make an anime out of Aeon Must Die?
Well, I will say this: looking at because on the PlayStation blog they had their list links to some developer post as well as a link to the trailer itself, and they say you play as the new host for Aeon, the symbiotic and recently overthrown emperor of the universe. After wrestling for control over your body, you and Aeon must go on a violent journey across the stars. You must save the last of your species while Aeon seeks revenge. It's a pastiche of classic films like Road Warrior, Yojimbo, and more modern influences like Gurren Lagann.
Hey, Studio Trigger!
Oh, yeah.
So,
Dude,
with Aeon and your trusty sentient bike at your side, you will have to negotiate battle and or betray the four warring factions and their generals. So, it has a great backstory to it, and again, it just looks cool. I may pick it up when it goes on sale, just to try it.
I will be sure and watch when you stream it, right? You're going to
I
stream
will.
it, right?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I will. I'll do it. Next on the list was the game that well, I won't spoil anything, but it was Anno Mutationem.
Oh,
I have no idea the
yeah.
words you're trying to string together.
It is literally, hold on, Mutationem.
Yeah.
Mutationem.
Mutationem.
Hmm.
It
That's
was
the name of the game.
It was the K-pop running through a city simulator, as
Oh,
Vass put it.
yeah. That's why I didn't remember it, because I was like, I don't care about what I'm looking at. 'Cause that did not strike a chord with me.
What they showed for that was really only showcasing the art style, and it didn't have any kind of gameplay
Anything.
substance or
Like,
story
nothing.
substance. So
It was devoid.
it's one of those games that once we pass by all of this, I will forget forever. Like
Yeah.
last time we did one of these, Vass mentioned Returnal, and I have no idea what that is. I'm sure it exists, but I have no idea what that is. Eventually I'm gonna look it up, but it is not this day.
I feel like, though, and this is just me remembering and watching you play some of, shoot, the name of the game just dropped from my head, but you play as 2B.
Oh, Nier Automata?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I hadn't finished that yet. Or
I
one of the endings.
Once I feel like if you remembered that game and got and played it, I think you'd enjoy it in the same way that you enjoyed Nier, if only because there wasn't a lot of gameplay they showed us initially, but some of the gameplay reminded me of Nier. But I mean, that's another conversation.
In K-pop running simulator?
No, Returnal.
Oh,
Oh.
Returnal. Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't realize we were still on the digression.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
you
Oh, no.
confused me for a minute.
That's what I'm here for. Making lists and confusing you.
Confusion.
Speaking of confusion, the next game on the list, Bug Snacks.
Oh, yeah, we're eating bugs now.
Yeah, this is a big no for me.
Well, all right, hold on. Okay.
I can't even. I
Eh,
can't
like-
even.
All right, listen. The game, I'm gonna level with you right now. The game is revolting.
Like, I don't understand.
I
Why does that game exist?
Every time I see it, I'm left with more questions than answers, and am somehow, in little strange bits and pieces, more interested in playing this revolting game than I was before I saw whatever it was. And
Why is that, Scorch?
listen, it reminds me strangely of Slime Rancher in a way.
Oh, I did want to play that game too.
And Slime Rancher was a lot of fun.
You played it?
I did. I owned it. I
He
streamed
did play
it.
it. He even streamed some of it.
Yeah.
Did I?
Go back and
where,
watch.
Where the heck? You know what? I was probably deep in my work depression. I don't even remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's gonna be during dark times.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
Slime Rancher was a worthy play, and I think you should. I think you
It's
should go
kind of
back.
goofy looking too.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
I really wanted to play that game. I think I was disappointed that it wasn't multiplayer.
Yeah, I think that was one thing that you did tell me. But anyway, instead of slimes, we've got bugs that are also foods, and
Mm.
they revealed a little bit of. Excuse me. They revealed a little bit of story, if you could call it story, with this trailer of you being a journalist sent to investigate, much to the chagrin of your editor, this place
Mhm.
where they eat bugs
that are
And
also
become
snacks.
That
one
are
with
also
the
snacks?
bugs.
and people are walking around with orange peel heads and curly fry hands
Oh,
and
yeah, it's just disturbing, man. I can't, I can't. I
it
can't. I
it
don't even think I'm not even gonna watch. I'm
it
just gonna know the game exists and cringe a little when I hear its name.
No, you've got to. You've
No,
got to watch with me.
no. Mm,
just think that delicious crunchy
mm,
carapace as you snack down on them bugs.
Bug snacks.
no,
The bugs
no.
that are snacks, bug snacks.
I no.
Okay. Well, while we leave Arcadius and his horror, I'm going to read a little bit from this blog post from Young Horse, the dev studio who's doing Bug Snacks. And they said that in June, we presented you with 3 important questions. What are these half bug, half snack creatures really? How do they affect the bodies of those who eat them? And most importantly, why do they taste so good? We're excited to announce we
Oh
won't
my
be answering
God.
any of those. And
Yeah?
then they proceed. No, they did not answer any of those in today's presentation. And then they also posted that there is a full "It's Bug Snacks" song they wrote with Caro Bonito to finish the official release, and the song is now out on all streaming platforms and music store services. So if you can't get enough of Bug Snacks, it's
But
out there for you.
but why? But why?
That song is catchy, man, and
But why is the rum gone?
we are craving catchy jingles, and Bug Snacks knew.
I don't
Bug
know if
Snacks.
we were craving them. I think it was just
Yeah,
you,
this
Vess.
royal we thing you got going on here, like I don't
Well,
know.
when I
I
speak
don't
of
know about that.
we, I'm speaking of the world.
Oh,
That's a
we, the
very
world.
generous we.
Yeah.
We
You're
need those
so
catchy jingles,
generous with your
y'all.
communicative clauses
Bug
here.
Snacks. All right,
Snacks that are bugs, bug
Mm,
snacks.
we
it's
need to
just,
move to the next topic.
and we are
Listen, I could
next
talk more
topic,
about bug snacks if you wanted.
Let's
and I
not.
can sing that hook all day long.
Let's also
Uh,
not.
Next on the list was another PlayStation VR title, Vader Immortal.
More gimmicks. It looks good though, for a gimmick. It reminds me of that anytime I was in an arcade, they had that one huge Star Wars arcade game
Hmm
I
that
think I know
had
the one you're talking about.
like a joystick and
Yep,
you,
I know
it
which one
was
you're
it was
talking
the
about.
one that I always 100% waited in line for. Like I went to that, spent all of my tokens there, and it reminded me of that. I'm sure if I went back to it and like actually watched old footage of that, I hate myself for then having that headache that I brought upon myself because of 90s graphics. But you know, that's what it reminded me of. Nostalgia and all is a real pusher of money these days.
Quite.
Well, it always is. I think that the one or two things that had me somewhat interested in this game, and I say somewhat not because I don't love Star Wars, but just because it's a VR property and I don't own a PlayStation VR, so I'm just looking at it from the outside in, is that it is the first Star Wars story that is exclusively been developed for VR, so it's the first of its kind.
Hmm.
And one of the things that I noticed is that while you were holding the lightsaber, like there were different hands and different numbers of fingers, which made me think that there's at least some small portion of you being able to select who you are in the game, as opposed to just being one stock character, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it looks pretty good too. So I'm interested to see what happens with it. It's going to be releasing at the end of July. Lord, it's not July anymore. At the end of August, August 25th.
Yeah. I don't know how many purchases it's gonna get. I'm kind of worried about its longevity, seeing as how I mentioned before, I think VR is a gimmick. I think a lot of people still think VR is a gimmick.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. 100% of the people who have purchased a PlayStation VR and are Star Wars fans will be playing that game.
Probably. Probably.
High chance.
But the amount of people who actually own that VR, I just don't know.
Yeah.
So that could be like 10,000 people. It could be 1 million people. I just really don't know how many people are on that
I think it's
platform.
over 1 million. I think it's over 1 million, but you have to have a Pro for it to work.
Oh, really?
So you got to have a Pro. You have to have bought PlayStation VR. So like your Venn diagram of people are getting smaller and smaller. Your pie slice.
You
Gotta watch out for them pie slice.
Oh yeah. Get diabetes.
Speaking of diabetes,
Wilford Brimley's dead.
that's not where I was going with that.
Oh.
I was going to go with taking control of your health.
Oh.
Well, that is one way to go about it, I guess.
Well, Wilford Brimley died last week, and he was the diabetes spokesman guy.
I didn't think you were serious. I didn't know that he passed away.
Yeah, he was like 85.
No, he's totally serious.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I feel bad for laughing.
I
I was laughing at my amazing segue into control.
Fast, that was awful.
It was amazing. I'm good at this.
Someone died over this Vast.
Yeah, really.
I'm so good at this.
That was like a high-level boardroom meeting of pun segues that eventually was completely shot down by the CEO, who said it's gonna be this, and then it was that.
No.
No. Okay.
As someone who has sat in many of those meetings, no, we wouldn't even got that far. Okay. We wouldn't have even gotten that far.
All right. Anyway, Control.
Control Expansion 2, AWE, Awe. What'd you guys think?
I don't have Control, the game, or
I
in real life.
Don't.
So
this is a literal problem.
Yeah. People that have played that game say it's really, really good. Like, respected people in the industry say it's great, but like it came out and I never picked it up, so I'm instantly out for this expansion. I don't know.
I feel like you would enjoy it, but
probably would.
Yeah.
Real quick, just to give a little bit more context. So the subtitle of Control Expansion 2 is Awe. What is Awe, or AWE? It's short for Altered World Event, which occur when paranatural forces breach our world. Sometimes awes are minor and go unnoticed. However, sometimes awes cause catastrophic events. Historically, the investigation sector was where the Federal Bureau of Control's dangerous work for searching for all cases was coordinated from, and where the evidence was stored, until things went horribly, horribly wrong, and the sector was sealed off years ago. So that's what's happening in the game. You're once again returning to the...
Oh, I'm dead.
Oops, you got blown up.
I was double creepered as I was taking off my metal pants to jump in lava.
Why did you do that?
I was gonna get back to the base by jumping in lava because we have keep inventory on.
Oh yes, this is right.
But anyway, we're talking about Control.
Yeah, I mean that's just about it. I haven't seen much gameplay of the base game, and I've only heard like a little bit of review talk, like non-spoiler review talk from some of the sources that I like to listen to during my workday, like Angry Joe and Kind of Funny. But apparently, it really is a fun and interesting game with some really cool mechanics and some like great in-game secrets, and that's one of the things that people really enjoy about it, is finding out the little secrets, the hidden rooms and hidden dimensions inside, like literal dimensions that are inside of the world, that makes it a different experience each time.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should pick it up.
I'm just saying, I'd watch it.
But you wouldn't play it. You wouldn't pick it up yourself?
No, I'm gonna get Aeon. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Next on the list is a game that I don't think any of us are going to be playing. Auto chess.
Oh,
Yeah. I just talked about how I really like how nice chess sets look, but I can't play and don't really like to play chess. So I'm just one of those people.
yeah. I don't know why they called it that because the only thing that I can think of being more boring than sitting down and playing chess is sitting down to play chess that plays itself.
I think you get to select the lasers they use.
I want them to be green.
Yeah, I mean your pew pew selection is probably pretty decent.
I feel like the auto there is like automobile, but
I didn't see
I
any cars, but there were a lot of explosions and lasers.
yeah, well, just looking at like title card art for it, like several of your chess pieces have wheels including swords or saws and stuff like that. So it looks like it's mixing um, chess with twisted metal in a way. I don't
Okay.
know. But apparently it's a really popular game. It's won plenty of awards, including Google Play's Best of 2019 award in 17 countries and regions.
So it's a mobile game.
So it's a mobile game that they're bringing to
Oh, definitely not playing it then.
console. Yeah, we're definitely not playing
No.
this.
That was an auto disqualification in my book.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I don't think that was intentional. Was that intentional?
Actually, it wasn't intentional. That was
Okay.
total accident.
All right.
That happens to me a lot.
Bazinga
Well,
revoked.
No, I think that was a Bazinga because that's just the skill. That is what's inside of
That's
him.
not
It's
skill.
subconscious.
That is not skill.
That is skill. That is skill. To just slide it in there so easily. Taking control. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're past that.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
We are indeed past that. Another segue is coming to you, except for I lost it. So, the pedestrian.
I
Okay,
am actually kind of
Goofy.
interested in this.
You're interested in the
Yeah,
pedestrian?
I don't know why, but like I kind of want to get the little restroom guy to the restroom.
He's gotta go. He's gotta go bad.
Yeah,
he just wants
really
to
bad.
go. Oh my goodness.
He didn't ask to be there, but he's got to go pee, so I'm gonna help him.
So, here's the thing that I didn't catch with this trailer, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna read you two things from the PlayStation blog. First, I'm gonna introduce the team Snookum Arts, and I'm only doing this because they are three friends, right? So they say, "Hi, we are three friends in rural Ohio. Daniel Lackey is the artist, his brother Jed Lackey is the programmer, and their childhood friend Joel Hornsby is the designer. Growing up together, we enjoyed being creative and we're always exploring and dreaming up new ideas. In our early years, we were very much inspired by a lot of movies and games. As we got older, we had to ask ourselves the inevitable question, what do we want to be when we grow up? We decided to pursue our dream and start our own game studio named Snookum Arts." So I'm cheering for them for that alone. Three friends who are getting together and following their dreams. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the thing that I didn't catch that makes total sense now. The Pedestrian is a 2.5D puzzle platformer themed around the public sign system.
Yeah.
So I got that you were in a sign. I didn't catch that you were moving
You
from
are one
sign
with
to
signs?
signs. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
just didn't catch like you were like, this is the bathroom sign. I got that. And I thought you were just continuing platforming through signs, not catching that they were just
Oh, it
public
doesn't
signs.
stop there. It keeps going.
Yeah. So it's clever.
Yeah. I am weirdly interested in this game. I can't tell you why. I am honestly seriously thinking about getting this.
That is
I
surprising.
would watch you play. I would watch you play.
I don't understand. It's a strange compulsion.
You and me both.
Next on the list, Hood, Outlaws and Legends, which is a 4v4 multiplayer heist game where teams outwit AI guards to steal the treasure.
I'm getting
Pass.
like PTSD of For Honor. Like, I don't think so. I just don't. I'm not a fan of cutthroat, low player count games. I never have been a fan.
In my experience with low player count stuff, things get really grudgy really fast, and
Yeah.
that
Yes.
makes people angry. And I'm not gonna play a game to be angry.
Yeah, it's kind of defeats the purpose of the game to be enjoyable to play.
Yeah.
You know, well, I play for enjoyment and sometimes serious face when needed, but not this kind of constant serious.
Yeah.
I personally like the idea of a 4-player PvE stealth heist game. So you're taking the best parts of like I guess some of the things that people enjoyed from Grand Theft Auto, GTA 5, which I've never played. Some For Honor stuff and some even Rainbow Six Siege stuff. It's when you add the other P in there that
Yeah.
kind of like makes me fade away, if only because, like you said, with the low player counts, it does get grudgy. It does get, and I hate to use this word even though it's an apt word, it does get toxic.
Hmm.
Um, and people get tilted really, really quickly for various reasons, and it just becomes not fun.
Becomes
Um,
stupid.
I can
with
totally
and it,
understand though why they went the direction of player versus player though, because that
Mhm,
introduces replayability in a game where if it were just PvE would not have the same amount.
mhm,
Especially for a smaller studio when they can't crank out the amount of DLC that would be required to keep up any amount of player count.
yeah,
So you're hoping that the players that are there are going to stick around because of the randomness, for lack of a better term, of other players. That
mhm,
competition, that is what drives so many people. And I understand it's just not my thing.
yeah. I think the other thing that kind of, I don't want to say it's disappointing. Well, it is disappointing to me as a gamer, is that I can't recall the last time I saw Robin Hood on, like, for a character in a game. Um, Especially one that looks like it has like some pretty cool combat aspects to it.
Hmm.
And
Oh God, I don't have any
I would
gold.
really like
Go
to
away.
play this game, but
Fuck.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, and it's just an opportunity to like elevate this, mythic hero, and I don't think it's gonna happen. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. We'll see.
Yeah. This could be like the game of the year, you know?
Hmm.
We
It really could be.
totally underselling it right now, and you know,
And I
be
will
great.
look back and be like, you know what? I undersold it, and I'm okay with that.
Still not gonna
Hmm.
play it. Undersold it.
Hmm. Well, I will tell you what will likely be, if not a game of the year, a best in class that's coming is Tim Tim. It's coming to the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Has anybody ever wanted to play Pokemon but not Pokemon and not had a PC but had a PS4? Tim Tim. It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah, but Scorch and I both played Tim Tim. He played much longer than I did on the PC, and it's a fun game.
Yeah.
It's fun to play if you enjoy those collection type Pokemon inspired games. Worth playing.
Yeah, definitely. As far as I know, it hasn't reached a 1.0 release, but for what they have for a not 1.0 release is pretty substantial. They didn't show up half cocked, you know,
Hmm.
which is nice.
I also think that once I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's released on the PlayStation 5 because it's not coming until 2021.
Oh,
so
okay.
that might actually be its 1.0 launch, like its official launch. And I'm hoping that they get to like the end game of it all.
Yeah. I mean, I got to the last area of the initial release space, but I never finished it actually because it got a little too grindy for me.
Mm-hmm. Was it like artificial grind because they didn't have anything there, or do you think that it's actually part of the game?
Well, a lot of what they did was in the last area was introduce item scarcity.
No.
And yeah. I'm not really in it to scrounge items, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I believe you.
Well, hopefully they will work that out before the 2021 release, but Tim is coming to PlayStation, and I think that we'll enjoy it as a community. I really do.
It's fun. It's a fun game. I'm glad to see that they're expanding. Pokemon has needed a challenger for a very long time because, boy, was Pokemon Sword easy.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I like that game, but I did not enjoy playing it nearly as much as I thought I was.
Yeah, me too. I bought a Switch for that game, and
And it disappointed you?
the Switch is like languishing next to my PC right there.
Poor Switch.
I know.
It grows
You know
cold
what's
in the dark, distant rooms.
so sad?
It'll live. There are other things that I could play on it, but
It'll be fine.
not
One
right now.
day. Well, we have one more game on the list, and I think we all know what that is. Take it away, guys.
Skater XL just
No.
released. Oh.
Nope, that's not it.
Pac-Man in the
Arcades.
Namco Museum 3.
Nope, that's not it. Arcades, what's your guess?
Warmer.
GTA 4 coming out in 2002.
That's not quite there.
What is it?
It is Godfall.
Yeah.
Yes, they showed some weapons off, and they showed some combat, and they talked a little bit about the combo system in relation to how to react to the enemies that you face. And what I'm interested in is the fact that they said that this game is going to reward you for being aggressive. It's based on being aggressive rather than defensive.
Yes. The game was made for me.
Well, do you want to talk about it? Go ahead.
Aggression styles, well, only because aggression style is typically what I end up playing by default unless a game forces me to be defensive. So that's going to be awesome. They have swanky armor sets that look on screen, and I'm sure with some 4K TV adage to it, it will look even better. It's not just a hack and slash one or two buttons. You actually have a combo system. And just what they showed with the shield, you can do 3 different combo types with just the shield. So add that on top of the rest of what you're doing, there's probably going to be a very large plethora of combo sets that you can perform. Not too many, but enough to have a lot of variety.
What I want to know... Sorry, Vast.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. What I want to know is that they've already said that this is going to be up to 3-player co-op. What I want to know is, will this game demand 3-player co-op? Like, will it scale up to that? What kind of pandemonium will be on screen with 3 people swinging away?
I cannot wait.
I honestly don't know it. Even though the combat seems to be fairly well paced, it seems manageable. And
you say that.
Like,
you say that.
I mean manageable in that you actually have time to consider your button matching until it becomes muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll be
I think
all
that's
bets are
early
off once
game.
you get.
I think
Yeah.
in late game you're gonna have enemies constantly jumping the moment you enter a room, and it's gonna be on top of your game or get roasted.
So while we were watching this, Scorch, you mentioned that you saw Shades of Warframe in this, and I was
I did.
not sure. So where were you going with that?
It was mostly from character style and also color choice. It didn't really have a whole lot to do with actual gameplay. Um,
Okay.
the really sharp and like super saturated colors I always associate with
Mm.
Warframe are more apparent in this, along with like the setting style of like giant grandiose columns and huge like long like Greco-Roman style areas and
But
stuff like that, or remind me
it
very much of
also
like Warframe.
had. But if you remember from like Diablo 3 in the cutscene sections, that kind of architectural style, it actually looked like it borrowed a good bit of that too.
I can see that. I can see that.
Especially in the when they go to the act where they get up to heaven or whatever,
Hmm.
all of those filigree, smooth curved types of architecture and armor, that is almost what the I don't know what to call them other than the Godfall armors. That's what they look like they're modeled after.
Yeah. I believe the armors are called Valor plates.
Oh, they have
They
valor
are
plates.
indeed Valor
So
plates.
the valor plates look heavily modeled off of the main heaven cinematic characters from Diablo, but that was just my first inkling.
I can definitely see where you're coming from with that.
I mean, if you don't have big shoulder pads, you ain't somebody in
Yeah,
some of these worlds. So
that's true. Especially in Blizzard worlds.
yes.
hmm The other thing that they showed with the combat, they demonstrated. Well, they didn't demonstrate. They named all of the weapons classes. So you'll have longsword, you'll have dual blades, you'll have
Two-handed sword,
two-handed sword,
the spear,
a
and then the
spear,
two-handed warhammer.
which looked kind of awesome.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah.
Oof.
So seeing this gameplay for the first time has made me just a little bit worried about this game.
How
I
so?
I'm the faintest bit worried about this game. Um, I took a look at the animations for the combos that they showed in the game, in their gameplay, and I
Mm-hmm.
immediately thought, oh, that's completely, totally procedural. I can see where the animation starts and where the animation ends. And that means that there is intentionally, I absolutely understand that this is intentional, a very specific combo that you can do with every single weapon. And I'm imagining that they're setting up the mechanic to be so that you can consistently pull these off in the exact way that you want to. But I'm worried that the movement style is so procedural in that way that I will get bored of it. Like you can
Hmm.
only see you can I I'm not gonna say you. I
You can
after
say you can use a royal you.
after seeing a movement so many times get bored with it. It's very, very predictable. And I already saw the predictability in their combos, which is something that
Were you bored
I
with God of War
I
I
don't
was
combos?
just about to ask that
know
question.
about that. But God of War
I was
had a
just about to
much
ask that
more
question.
God of War had a much more human movement to it.
Okay.
And Godfall did not. You could see it was like procedural in a very robotic way.
Okay.
Uh, and
So
this
it's
is
the
in stark
style that bugs
contrast.
you, not the actual stacking of
Yeah, no,
the
combo
consistent
systems are
combos.
just fine. Combo systems are just fine. It was just it
It just
like
looks funky.
to put it in stark contrast with something that we've all been playing recently. Ghost of Tsushima had a very human, very fluid combo system.
So
Now,
it
they
does.
didn't they didn't outright tell you what the combos were. It was relatively simple, but it looked beautiful. It played in a very human, organic way, and the movements of the characters in Godfall did not have that organic human quality.
Maybe they're not human.
That's not the point I'm going for.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know, I know, I know.
Can you see where I'm coming from, or am I just like shouting into the void?
No, it can be something to where if it's not fluid enough, it seems stopgappy every time you go into the slog of performing the combo you're expecting, and not regarding environment or the enemy type, it just is the
Mhm.
same.
And I fully admit that they absolutely said this is a work in progress thing. It will change, and I imagine that that might be on a list somewhere for them to take a
That
look
sounds
at.
like a refinement type thing that you would do towards the
Yeah,
end, anyways.
definitely. So I'm going to cut them some slack. I'm just airing my worry right now.
Well, I feel like that's a valid point. I'm not sure um, how, because I'm not sure how the Valor plates are actually going to play into this. I'm not. I am reserving judgment, and I say it this. This is the reason why. Like, you have your standard combo that is timed for you to add a special attack into. Is that what you're saying? Is the static nature of the combo or the repetitive nature of the combo? You can see where you press XX and then it wants you to press your special attack button, and then you use your 3-person combo move. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of. Um, I'm gonna have to like revisit this and put this in better words after I've like written my essay and like had it peer reviewed, and I'll bring it back to you. But that's kind of where I was going with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's where I'm saying, like, I'm not sure what the armor plate, or excuse me, the Valor plates do in terms of changing up your combo styles. So it could be that while you're wearing this armor plate, um, the combo stays static and repetitive and the same. But when you put on another one, it opens up like a different move set that you could do. It could be the case, but I
Possible.
don't know yet.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I see where you're coming from, um, but I'm reserving judgment once to when we get our hands on it, because they're going to do a beta for it. Did they say they're going to do a beta for it?
I think so.
I'm like 90% sure they said they're going to do a beta for it. So I'll know more then.
Okay. That's about all I have to say about Godfall.
I thought it looked great. Like, it
Oh, it
looks
looked
like it's
beautiful.
running.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
think
in
it
4K,
looks.
I will buy a 4K TV for it.
Yeah, it is. It's looking pretty snazzy. Um, my only thing is like how much of a game is here to play, and
Yeah.
that's just because we've been, you know, like, how much game is there to play, and what's the replayability? Because I know that one of my dudes goes through games like candy,
Heyo.
and
Nom, 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 nom.
like, we could have a really great time playing this game, but if it's over in 20 hours, then what are we gonna do?
Yeah. I'm gonna burn through it, play
Yeah,
through it twice, and then hate picking it up. So
pretty much.
yeah.
But that's my only concern right now as it stands. Other than that, I'm still super excited to try it out. I will be getting this game. I may even pre-order it. We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see.
All right. Well, do we have anything to say to close out? Anything?
I don't
I
have
think it's
anything else
funny
to add.
how skewed and off the leak was from this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
We
find
were
that kind of funny. Oh,
the leak was
the other
super
thing
wrong.
that kind of interjects, but on a side topic, was that there was a leak on the price of the PS5
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Hit
from
it.
a French company, and basically we were kind of in the ballpark, but the prices given were in euros, so in dollars it's actually more than we
Yeah.
anticipated it being. So it was 4.99 and 3.99 for euros. So in dollars, that translated to like $560 and $418,
I think
something
that
like that.
I think they're gonna localize the price and keep the numbers the same.
I do
Okay.
too.
So it's gonna be like 4.99 and
So yeah,
4.99.
yeah. So you're looking at 4.99 and 3.99,
Yeah.
which is pretty much what we kind of guesstimated it being, which
Yeah.
is not really that big a deal. Apparently, the article I read was like, "Oh my God, it could be a $500 machine," and it's like, yeah, because it's
Hmm.
going to last for like over 5 years at least,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if not longer. I mean, look at how long the previous PlayStation cycle went. I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is.
it's a pretty decent investment.
And your
If you're
phone costs you $1,200. Shut up.
Yeah, I was about to say the a $500 would be like a meh kind of a smartphone nowadays.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's unreasonable, and it's pretty much in line with what everyone expected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just disappointed that I'm not going to get or as of right now, they could surprise me, but I'm not going to get the option to uh, have more terabytes on my digital edition.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is that all? Is that all we have to say?
I think so.
Okay. Well, this has been our reaction to the State of Play for August 6th. If you like what you saw, subscribe to us for more. If you don't, why are you here? And we'll talk to you later.